Okay. So some quick adjustments or corrections that I wanted to make to the amino acid story. First off, another student, actually it was Brian, thanks Brian, pointed out to me that there was a discrepancy in one of my amino acids, specifically phenylalanine. In my drawing, I put a methyl group at the end, and that's actually not correct, so I'm going to fix that right now. We're going to get rid of this methyl group, bimethyl group. So I know that I had said that this phenylalanine, it's like if you took a phenyl group and alanine and you just put them together and you get phenylalanine. That's still true because we have this hydrocarbon group that's right here, CH2. So if you look at the structure of alanine, it's like the regular old amino acid stuff, nothing's changed there, but then we have the methyl group. That should be a 3. You have a methyl group on the end. And then it's like if we just took an aromatic ring, also known as a phenol, or a phenyl, because phenol would be an alcohol. But if we took this aromatic ring and got rid of a hydrogen, we would get phenylalanine. So that's one adjustment that I wanted to make. Another thing that I wanted to point out, I was giving the amino acid families different names, and they were pretty arbitrary last names. Mostly I just picked last names that had a letter that started with the group name. So like for nonpolar, it starts with an N, so it was like Nielsen or something like that. For the polar group, it was like the Parkers or something, because that starts with P. But I know that some people are really good at coming up with mnemonics. Like I think I heard for the nonpolar group, people were referring to it as, let's do green. That's a really terrible arrow. Anyways, people were referring to it as gavel imp, which is, as you can probably guess, the first letter of each of the amino acids, just kind of arranged in a way that makes sense. I think for this one, it's going from like the least complex amino acid, which would probably be glycine, to the most complex, which would be proline. So you're just kind of adding on different groups each time. So for example, glycine has a hydrogen, pretty non-complex. It's not complex. It's just a hydrogen. But then alanine, which would be the A in gavel imp, has a methyl group, which is slightly more complex. And then on to valine, which has 2 methyl groups. Long lady leucine or leucine has 2 methyl groups and an extra carbon in its chain. And isoleucine, which has the extra carbon in its chain, a methyl group, and then even an ethyl group on the end. So 2 extra carbons on its leg. So you get the idea. It's just adding a couple more things each time. And let me see, what else did I want to adjust? So that's one thing that you can do to remember the names of the groups. if that helps you. I think that's a great idea too. You could call it the Gavel Imp family and then just adjust the story as needed. Or you can keep the story the same, either way. I think that's all I wanted to adjust. Yeah. So anyways, thanks to everyone who's viewed the video. I hope this was helpful, and big thanks to Brian for pointing out the discrepancy. I really hope that other people notice that and haven't been studying it wrong. So oops, sorry guys. So yeah, that is that.